So today I'm going to be showing you how to play my game High Realms. By the end of this video, you're going to be able to get through the main game's mechanics and really understand how to play. But first, a quick history on the game. Many of you who have followed my channel throughout the years are familiar with my favorite game on Roblox, which was called Islands. Sadly, the dev team for Islands stopped updating, and as a result, the community asked me, "TV, please make your own version of Islands." And so out of respect to the Easy Games team, I asked them for permission and they gave me the go ahead to make this game. So what is Skyblock? Skyblock originated as a game mode in Minecraft. There are many versions of it, and most popular being vanilla Skyblock. And then of course there's the more robust version of Skyblock by Hypixel. Skyblock is considered a sandbox and survival game where you can create whatever you want. And in order for you to be able to do that, of course you need to gather resources and survive the dangers of the wild islands, where there's scary stuff and monsters. How Skyblock works is you start out on a small island with minimal resources and blocks, and there is no end game in Skyblock since you can do many things in the game. I would say most people will try to max out their tools, they want to max out their levels, or become as rich as possible. Others enjoy buying and selling items, which is an entire game in itself. People love trading. And some people just like building cool stuff like castles or dragons or pixel art. How you play the game is entirely up to you, but in this video, I'm going to explain the core game loop. By the way, there are 3 Roblox gift codes hidden in this video, so let me know in the comments below if you find it. There are actually 3, I promise. So in High Realms, there are currently 4 main areas of the game. First is your private island, which I'm starting on here. Everyone starts out on a private island just like this. This is your personal space that you can customize. You can add farms, you can make a gallery of your collection, and build cool stuff. The portal over here takes you to the main citadel or hub where you can buy better stuff from NPCs. You can sell stuff for coins and reach the wildlands, which I'll show you in a bit. Before you head out there though, we're going to do 2 things first on your island, and that's plant some wheat seeds. So you can see we got 3 wheat seeds here. So we're gonna go and plant those. You do need to plow, by the way. So plowing will change the grass to till dirt, and this right here is a wood hoe. Use that to till. We also of course have our wood axe, our pickaxe, and wood sword. Wood sword is going to be for killing baddies. You've got the pickaxe for being able to dig stuff so you can break blocks, and then you can also chop down trees or wood using a wood axe. The second thing we're going to do though is we're going to build a bridge over here to the portal. Now you don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but you can just make a bridge that way. If you don't want to do the bridge, you can just hit Q or tap the dash button if you're on mobile. So like that. So you can do a little jump and you can jump across the void. Now we're going to wait for our wheat here. It starts sparkling when it's ready to be harvested. You can cut it with anything except for the wood host, but you just need to break it. And you can see we've got 3 wheat, and now we need to find our way across the island. So we're going to head out to the hub now. Now on your left side here, you are going to see some instructions of what you need to be doing. It's kind of like a mini tutorial. We also got the Wanderer badge. I'll explain badges in a little bit. This area though is what we call the Citadel or hub. The Citadel is where you buy, sell, and reach the wild islands like the mines and forests, which we're going to cover in a bit. In the hub, you have Mula NPC over here. She is the crop dealer. So you can open this shop, click on the switch to sell because we're not trying to buy right now. We have 0 coins. So we'll switch to sell. We're going to select our wheat, and you can max sell so you don't have to like do this. But we're just going to go and max sell that. Now we have 12 coins. Make sure you don't sell your wheat seeds in addition to that, or else you're going to be broke. So over here we have our block dealer Gideon. If you open the shop, you're going to be able to go to the buy button. You can see all the different blocks you can get from him. If you need more dirt, which is essentially grass, you can buy those here too. You can also get some decorations. You know, you can get some wood stools, torches, things like that. And then over here is Oberon. So Oberon here is your underling dealer. Underlings pretty much give you the ability to automate functions on your island. For example, if we got this coal underling here, putting them on your island, he's going to start spawning coal ores, and he's going to automatically break them and then store them, and you can gather coal from him later. So it's just an automation system. Really nice. Then over here is our blacksmith Maya. So if you open this shop, this is really just so you can skip the whole crafting process. All the weapons and tools are intended to be crafted. So if you are impatient, maybe you're rich, you could always just skip that process and buy it. Like 250 coins is not bad to just not worry about crafting a pickaxe, but you're going to get a bunch of stone anyway, so you might as well. These are very, very overpriced items. It's really for people that are impatient. So, you know, it's not that hard, for example, to get the gold pickaxe, but right here, here, you're going to spend 250,000 if you want to skip the whole crafting process. The idea behind this is to encourage people to grind versus just buy. And finally, you might see a character in a tent here. It's not out yet, but it's going to be out soon. And that's the traveling bard. I'm not going to spoil that, but by the time you watch this video, he might be here. I won't explain what he does. You'll figure it out. So our next step here is to start working on getting better tools and gather some resources in the forest. The forest is over here, so this is where we started. If you go to the left here, and you can also look at the signs and follow them, this says forest that way. So we're going to go over to the forest, and this here is the forest. The forest is where you can get various wood types. So you can see there's different types of trees in here. Each one gives different types of wood. There's also clay. You can find clay inside the rivers here. So if something you need to craft needs clay, that's where you find it. There's also flowers, of course, and flowers you can either replant on your island or you can use them to craft various dyes. So if you want to do a colored block, you got to use flowers to be able to make colored blocks. This is also the starter combat area. So you're going to notice some slimes here. These are the easiest mobs in the game. And you can see it suggests like level 5. So if you see a level above a mob, it's basically the recommendation of what you should be level-wise to be able to, combat them. You might be wondering, why do we care about wood? Well, inside crafting, if you go to, say, axe, for example, there's different woods that are required for better items. So in order to be able to make a copper pickaxe, you need 64 oak wood. So you're going to use your axe for cutting trees. You don't use your pickaxe. You could break trees with a pickaxe. You can also do it with a sword, but you'll notice I do a lot more damage with an axe. But eventually you're going to find more portals in this world where it takes you deeper into, a more dangerous forest. Also, loot is shared. So if you help other players out with breaking, you could end up getting a portion of the resources. So if I just break this halfway and someone finishes it off, I get loot and they get loot. Of course, breaking trees gets easier if you get a better axe. Green slimes are also another great way to make money, because they give you drops. So you'll notice I got green goo. You can sell this to the NPCs. Some things require green goo too. There's special swords in the game that are specific to various mobs. I'll show you those in a second. If you want some specialized weapons, you see like there's a slime sword and they require 512 green goo. There's a bone sword that helps you against rattles. Clockwork sword that helps you against various like clockwork, kind of mobs. We've got an inferno sword, which helps you against flamelets, things like that. So I won't go into all that. Those are a little bit more advanced for this video, but there's some cooler swords you can craft. Now you might die a lot from slimes, right? You keep dying. I've got 38 HP, and that's because your HP is pretty low when you're starting out. I'm only level 2, and how you get more HP is 2 ways. One is by leveling up your player. So my level is currently up here. It's 2, and this is my progress to my next level. Now, each time I level up, I get more HP. The other thing that happens as you level up your player is you take less damage from mobs. So let's say I get to level 10, I'm going to take a lot less damage from slimes. Not only that, but I also have more HP. So it gets easier and easier to kill these mobs. There's no health regen, so if you want to be able to heal, you would have to bring some food with you. The other way you can increase your max HP is by finding Farlight crystals. That'll increase your HP by 1 for each one you find. So now that we've killed a bit, let's go over here to Moolah. We're going to sell our stuff, and we're going to max sell that. We're going to sell our wood, sell our dye, and we're going to buy some more seeds. So we're going to switch to buy, and we're going to buy 2 more seeds. I usually recommend focusing on seeds for money. It's just a great way for you to be able to make money. Now, we're going to plant these seeds when we're back on our island, but first, let's talk about the mines. So the mines are over here. There's also going to be a big sign here that says the mines pretty soon. So the mines are the counterpart to the forest. You need the mines as much as you need the forest for crafting better tools. Most of these tools you need resources for, right? So like if we want a better, pickaxe, we need 32 stone. You got to use your pickaxe for pretty much all these items inside this world. And this is stone. You'll see that the blocks are a little discolored. If it's breakable, it's going to be a little lighter than the ground itself. And most of the tools and items in the game require, special metals and rocks or gems. And pretty much all of those are going to be found here. So of course you could progress through the world. You can kind of, skip ahead. Nothing's blocked right now. We might block it out soon. This is copper, by the way. You'll see that there's a recommended level for each section, and for good reason. These mobs hit harder the deeper you go, and for good reason as well. They need to protect their special resources. Now, let's talk about masteries. So this is kind of an important and really the foundation of the game, which is over here. If you go to stats and click on mastery, this is the tab right here. So of course there's stats, masteries, and badges. We'll talk about the badges in a little bit. You'll see right here, there's forestry, mining, combat. So these are the main categories of mastery. There's an overall level for each mastery. These are mainly for progressing through tools. So overall is going to give you better axes. Overall mining is going to give you better pickaxes. Overall combat's going to give you better swords, and overall farming is going to give you more seeds and tools. So then there's subcategories within masteries, which are like oak wood, mahogany, cherry wood, and such. And same for mining. There's various ores. You got various, mobs. Pretty much everything has a mastery to it, which I really love about the game. And each of these will give you better stuff. So for example, here under oak wood, I've already unlocked a small chest, an oak door, and so on. And we still have underlings to unlock. This right here is your progression. The other thing that is important to know is your overall level is based on mastery XP. So the more you earn XP inside your masteries, the more you level up. That's pretty much, it's all tied together. The other thing you'll notice is under combats, if you go to green slime, these right here, these are basically drops. So when you first start out, level 3 is going to start dropping you green dye. We're currently level 8 for green slime. And the more you kill, obviously, the more you unlock. So in addition to masteries, we have badges. These are all the different badges in the game. There's also some secret badges in here. And of course, you can, if you want a cool title, you can equip it and it shows above your head. If you don't like the title, you can go over here and hide it if you don't like seeing a title. Now, if you want to learn more about the secret badges, you can join the Discord at discord.gg/highrealms. There's usually some helpful players in there willing to share some secrets. So let's go back to our island. And in order to be able to do that, you could do a number of ways. One is you can go back to the hub, or you could just type in /home inside of chat. So now that we're back on our island, I have a couple things to show you. First, let's replant these because we don't want to forget that. So we planted 5 seeds and you'll just keep that cycle up. Good idea to go out there, farm some stuff, get some wood, sell it, buy more seeds until this entire area is full of seeds. And that's how you're going to level up faster too. Farming will give you a ton of XP. It's one of the best ways to level up. So now that we're here though, you can do a lot of stuff on your island. So let me show you some stuff. So first of all, if you go to the island tab, you're going to notice there's settings. So, whether or not you want people to be able to join you, I'll talk about them in a little bit. You can also change the time of day. So if you want it to be nighttime, and you can also enable collaborative building. I'm going to go and put no one, but if you want to be able to allow people to do stuff on your island, we'll cover that in a second as well. And then there's of course portal skins and sky skins. There's 2 ways you can unlock more of these. One is through, of course, achievements. So completing certain badges will give you new skies and new portals. Also, you can go under shop and there's these theme packs. So you can see there's all kinds of portal skins and sky skins you can get, and you'll be able to equip those again through the island customizations in Sky. Now going back to the collaboration setting. So if you want to be able to play with friends, you can have them join you. In order to be able to join someone, you're going to type in /join and then their username. So whatever that username is, pretty much join them. It can't be their display name. It's got to be their username. As long as they have their settings enabled right here. So if you go to settings, their player joins need to be on. So if you're friends with them, then friends only is fine. If they want everyone to be able to join, then they could put, can join. If it says cannot join, then you're going to get an error and you won't be able to join them. Now, whenever someone joins your island, they do not load their inventory. So they're only going to have access to your stuff. They're not going to be able to bring things with them. And they're also, to avoid scamming, they're not going to be able to take stuff from your island either. So if you give them build permissions, the only thing that they can do is, use whatever's on your island. And so if you start seeing stuff disappearing from your inventory, it's because they're probably putting it in storage or they're placing it. So there's so much more to tell you about the game, but not enough time to fit it in this video. So if you'd like to learn more about High Realms, you can watch my other High Realms videos right here. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the game. Peace.